Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lion Fighting Championships 13. We have an incredible afternoon and evening of K1 and mixed martial arts action, and we're going to start with our first bout right now. So would you welcome, please, into the cage, Jerome Martello. And would you welcome to the cage, Jack Poole. Three 2-minute rounds of lightweight amateur K1. And in the blue corner, he weighed in at 67.8 K. He represents KO Next Generation, Jerome Martello. And across the cage in the red corner, he weighed in at 67.8 K. He represents Unique Kickboxing, Jack Poole. Your referee for this one, Mr. Andrew Nichols. So, Dean, LFC 13 and another incredible card. And we start with lightweight K1 with two very good gyms, the KO Next Generation and Unique Kickboxing. Very active gyms as well.
Yeah, Jerome Martello is known for his fast hands for the KO Generation camp. He likes to work the lead leg kick as well, but also does not negate the body, Malcolm, so watch out for that.
Yes, and Jack Poole from Unique Kickboxing, as I said, very good pedigree as well. Saw Matt only a few weeks back, his coach, in a K1 bout himself, and he's still got all the tools of the trade there. An excellent win for Matt. So, as I said, this is two very good gyms, but as we can see, it's Jerome really forcing the pace.
Yeah, Jerome's did a great job of mixing up. He's going to the head and the body, and he's firing that leg kick out, and he's limiting the movement of Jack Paul's, and that's why you see him up against the cage like that.
Yeah, Jack tried the side kick defense there, pushing it out like a jab, but Jerome walks you down very smartly, and he's doing it again now, and you can get into a rhythm that your opponent sets without realizing it.
I'd like to see Jack Paul utilize the jab, fire that jab out, look for the opening and move laterally, really start to, just like that, Malcolm, just a circle off, nice axe kick there from Jack Paul, but he's got to get off that cage.
What he's got to do, you're right, Dean, is he's got to make it difficult for Jerome to walk him down like that, and it's all about timing. It's knowing when, as you said, to throw out that kick, throw out that jab, or make that movement. You don't want to be too late when your back's pressed against the cage, because he's cutting down the cage as well now, and this is what, for me, Jack's just got to sort out his timing. This is better. This is what he's got to do more of. Oh, but said that big right, Dean.
Big right there from Martello. He came right in, put it on the button. Great timing and great kind of a targeting system here from Jerome Martello.
Well, as I said, the problem for Jack is he's simply got to get his timing right, and he's got to be stiff with his defence. He's got to make Jerome not want to walk in the way he does. There's no fear here for Jerome Martello at the moment.
The way Paul fights, he's more or less of a counter-strike, and you can tell that by he's lifting his right hand up. He wants to paw, he wants to catch the punches from Jerome and then fire back immediately. But what he's not sorting out is this cage that's blocking him. And again, in a K1 match, and let's attribute this to the cage, because in a K1 match, traditionally, you'd fight in the ring, Malcolm. That's right.
So Malcolm Martin and Dean Midhat here at LFC 13 with you, and a first round that we saw two very contrasting styles, Dean.
Yeah, we saw Jerome pressing the action, and we saw Jack more of a counter fighter, but now he's doing a great job of being more active, Malcolm. He's throwing some more punches. He's answering what Martello is asking of him.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, he's got to find a way to stop Jerome just walking and make him think. And now, for the first time, you're seeing Jerome step back. He has to think now. He can't just walk forward because, as you said, it's the work rate of Jack.
And this is what he's up to. Even there in the clinch, Jerome managed to get a nice jab through, but Paul's very active, and he's leaving his... Oh, a big shot there, Malcolm. Looking for the left hook is Paul, but he doesn't quite get it, and he's using his left hand, to pour out, gauge the distance, and gauge where Martello actually is.
Well, for me, he's got to use that left hand more as a traditional bread and butter jab and snake it out, always the hook like that. Because in defence, one of the dangers for him is, if you notice, he throws his rear right leg when he's against the cage in defence. That opens up your body, and that's why Jerome is able to get through the channels. That would be the last shot I'd use when my back's against the fence like that. This is better, bread and butter, use that jab as it was meant to be.
Yeah, Paul's got to think about the boxing round, beautiful body, and then straight to the head. Now he's got to circle off and keep this going, Malcolm.
This is much better from Jack Paul. And as I said, it starts because he's now using that left hand traditionally. Stiff as a jab, then the straight right, and a left hook on the end, a three-punch combination.
And you see Martello here, very smart. He's using fakes and feints. He lifted up that like tie-hop knee to make Paul think about what's coming. Is it a kick? No, it's a punch. And then we see it again, jab and a right hand.
Well, the left and right got through very strongly there. All I can say for Jack Paul is he took it well and doesn't seem to be upset by it, but he can't keep taking them. And again, with 10 seconds left, he had a good spell in that round. And as you said, it's hard work, but he's got to keep those stiff jabs and right hands to keep Martello away.
Interesting to see Jack Paul evolve in this fight, Malcolm.
So third and final round, and I've got to say, Dean, you have to go at the moment with the aggressive style of Martello in the blue corner, under the K1 rule set. He will catch the eyes with the way he constantly pushes forward.
Yeah, we're looking to see now if Jack Paul is going to pull something out the bag. And it kind of looks like he is. He's going to stand in the centre of the cage, and he looks like he's loading up for that power right hand. Big body kick here from Jack Paul.
Well, as you said, for the first time in the back, he's happier to stand and trade in the centre of the cage. But he's got to keep that up. To get something out of this bout, he's got to stay there, because Jerome, as you said, he will feint when he comes in. He'll be patient as well, but then when he gets you backed up, that's when the big left and right are coming. But for the first time, we've got Paul in the centre of the cage.
Martello now not pressing the action. It could be in his mind that he thinks he's up on the scorecards. This does go to the decision, He has to play it safely. He can't get caught by a big power shot from Jack Paul.
You're right. I mean, he is far more cautious, and Jack Paul, by default now, has had far more success already in this third round. And you can see he's very good technically. I think when he looks over his tactics over the first 2 rounds, that's possibly all that's let him down.
Martello again landing that left hook. I like the way he's throwing that left hook, but I'd like to see him disguise that with some fakes and feints and really keep Jack Paul guessing.
Well, Jack doing the right thing now, and he's confident in there. He's dropping that left, he's teeing it up, he's moving, and it's a far more even round. That's the danger for him, is that left hook, as you said, but he responds well. He's had a far better third round than anything else in the bout so far.
And that left hook is landing here from Martello, because every time Jack Paul feels the cage behind him, his right hand drops.
Big swinging right from Jerome Martello, didn't find the target. But I feel when he looks back on this, Jack Paul's tactics in the third, if they'd have been there from the first, this could have been a totally different fight.
I mean, you never know what the judges are seeing here. They always say, never leave it to the judges, Malcolm, and we might see that here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll agree. What a great way to start the show. Please, let's hear it both. Your fighters in the cage. But we do have a unanimous decision. Our judges in favor of the red corner, Jack Paul.